A lot of people have been asking me what happened to me, how I got sick, and I wrote it all down so I could read it to you guys. I was born healthy, no complications in development, and was a healthy, thriving 6-year-old, turning 7 in just 3 weeks. I loved parkour, riding my bike, and breakdancing. I had a inner connection with music and was the most talkative, friendly, outgoing ball of energy you can meet. I had engaging conversations with adults and loved to visit and made friends easily. On December 25th, 2015, I was life-flighted to Phoenix Children's Hospital and was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, GBS. I remember my legs and arms felt like fireworks, or pins and needles going off. I didn't know what was wrong. My legs got weak and movement became restrictive. I could no longer stand or walk within 2 days. I was weak and had intense nerve pain. GBS is an autoimmune disease where your immune system attacks itself. It breaks down the myelin sheath covering our nerves. The longest nerves in our body are our arms and legs, so they are attacked first. If it continues, it could reach the organs and become fatal. The treatment is to give the patient IVIG, donated blood, plasma containing antibodies to help fight the disease. I had a severe chemical brain reaction to the treatment. At this time, the blood vessels that bring healthy oxygen and blood to the brain were constricted. This caused my sodium levels to drop, and fluid flooded my brain, wiping it out like water on a computer. It caused a traumatic brain injury on top of GBS. One in every 100,000 kids will get GBS. 12% of this 100,000 will have a severe brain reaction to IVIG. After I stabilized, I was sent to rehab. It took me 7 minutes to figure out how to swallow a drop of water. I could not talk or move. My arms were stuck to my chest and so tight that any amount of pressure could not pull them from my chest. I had severe dystonia, brainstorming, and spasticity. Even my therapist found it challenging to help me recover. I had weak muscles from GBS and intense tone from the tightening from the TBI. So I began my journey to learn to eat, talk, and move again. I only heal as fast as my brain recovers. I would start to cry for no reason. I was scared because my mind was awake, but I didn't know why I was in the hospital or why I couldn't talk or move. I was trapped in my body. The next several months and then years were challenging. I remember a small child asking, "Sebastian, can you write your name?" "Of course I can." I would reach out with my right hand to grab the pencil. My right hand was weak. It couldn't hold onto the pencil for more than a few seconds. Frustrated and telling myself, "I know I can write my name." I would try again and again. Every task I learned took a long time and hours of patience and not giving up. It was difficult for me to understand why this happened to me and why I was not better after working so hard for so long. I learned it's because you have to keep healing and sending the right information, patterning, and input to the brain. You have to do a task hundreds of times, hoping it will cause the connection of the nerves, muscles, and brain. I chose to believe that one day I will walk again by myself. I have had many hard days praying to myself to move easily and freely. That is a precious gift. Don't take it for granted. At first, all I could see is what I couldn't do, but now I am starting to realize I can do many things. I look at what I can do and how I can make a difference instead of what I can do. Many of my followers have asked me why I don't use a wheelchair. For now, I have to move because I can move. I have to challenge myself to keep moving, or I will become tight and lose the ability to move at all. What I hope is I never lose the ability to brighten other people's days. I want to continue to be an example of endurance. Thank you to everyone for continuing to believe in me and pray for me. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.